I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be the hero, always. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, there's a great book that I read about 7-8 years ago by an author named John Eldredge, and it was called Wild at Heart. And basically, he talks in the book about masculine energy and what men are at our core, what we're meant to do. Like, masculine energy is all about purpose, drive, direction, mission in life. And in his book, he talks about men when they're boys, how they're dangerous. We always imagine that we're the hero, we're the good guy that comes to rescue the damsel in distress. We role play and do those kinds of things when we're kids, and we tend to be very dangerous and take lots of risks. And instinctively, when a woman is talking to a man, instinctively women know that guys who have the balls and the confidence to chase their dreams, to go after the things that they want, to risk losing it all, women know instinctively at some level that those types of men also have the confidence, inner strength, and determination, if she's in a relationship with him, to break through all of her barriers and emotional resistance or tests that she throws up in his way. In other words, he's going to be persistent with his love for her. Why? Because he's persistent in his life. He's persistent in succeeding and going after the things that he wants. And when you look at the average person, the average couple or married couple or people that are just in a relationship together, most people are not living lives that they've always wanted to. They're in relationships with people that they don't really love because they've settled, and they don't have the guts to leave because they don't think they can find anything better, and they've given up on themselves or life in general. And for when guys come to me and they say, well, I need a pickup line, or I just need to know how to start a conversation with a woman. I spend a lot of time focusing on and helping a guy, like when I start doing phone coaching with a guy, helping him discover what his real true purpose and mission is in life, so he can advance in his career, so he can turn his business around, so he can start that business that he's always wanted to start, to be dangerous, to take risks. And it doesn't mean taking stupid risks, but it just means that you're willing to risk failing or willing to risk getting rejected. I mean, think about high school. Why do a lot of the girls that you went to high school with, why did they have crushes on the guys that played football? Well, football is a very dangerous and physical sport. And for a woman, like when I talk about in my article how to get a woman to submit to you, women want to be dominated by a man, but not in an abusive way. They want to be dominated by a man in a loving way, where the man provides the environment where she can feel safe and comfortable. So at any point in the relationship or the interaction, she can say, wait, hold on, this is going too far, too fast, I'm not ready for this. And he'll back off and respect that and practice infinite patience with her. He doesn't get irritated or pissed off. She pulls her bra back up and this is the first time that they're together fooling around. He's just persistent because he adores her. He wants her. He's confident. He's going to keep trying. He'll take 2 steps forward. And when she says slow down, then he'll take 1 step back or 2 steps back and be patient, hang out, talk, chat for a while, caress her, maybe kiss for a little more, before he proceeds to continue trying to break her barriers down. It's all part, because a woman's biggest fear when she's alone with a guy, or especially a guy she's just met or starting to date, is that she's going to put herself into a position where she is forced to or is expected to do things that she's just simply not comfortable with. It's just amazing all the women I've dated over the years and had relationships with who have had experiences where they were date raped or they were raped by a guy they were out on a date with, and I mean, it's amazing how prevalent it is out. I mean, it was shocking when I look back at all the women I've dated over the years that have had those kinds of experiences. And so that's a woman's biggest fear because, I mean, let's face it, they're usually a lot smaller than guys are, and they're just simply physically weaker and can't defend themselves. And so a woman wants to know that at any point, if things are not or moving a little too fast for her, or things are a little out of her comfort zone, that she'll ask you to just back off a little bit, and you'll be respectful, and you'll practice infinite patience, because at the end of the day, it's in the bag anyways. So you just got to be cool and play your cards right, and she'll submit to you and give you everything you want. When a woman feels safe and comfortable to where she can let go and just open up, because feminine energy is all about opening up and receiving love. Masculine energy is about purpose, drive, mission, direction in life. And so if you made her feel safe and comfortable, she can totally let go and let you just take her and have your way with her. Fuck her brains out. Just where she can just totally be a woman and then just enjoy the moment and the passion and just turning everything over to you and letting you take the direction and control of where it goes. It's being totally submissive. And this is the greatest, in my opinion, this is one of the greatest gifts a woman can give to you as a man. And it's a compliment. You've made her feel so safe, so comfortable, so loved, so adored, so celebrated, so appreciated, that she opens up and just lets you do whatever you want to her. You know, when I was a kid, there was a tree across the street, and one of my buddies, and his mother never trimmed the tree or cut the canopy back or anything. And so it got really thick and really overgrown. I mean, all the branches, grew in pretty tight together. And so we used to climb to the top of this tree, and it's about 3 stories off the ground. And so what we'd climb to the top, and then we would jump and just slide down the front of the canopy. I mean, we would put jeans on, we'd put real long socks on, sneakers, put like a long sleeve shirt and tuck it in, because otherwise you get totally scratched by the branches. And we did this when we were like in middle school, late elementary school, and we didn't weigh a lot back then. But I mean, looking at it, it's 3 stories up. If for some reason that the canopy broke and we fell through it, I mean, we could have been severely hurt or killed. I mean, when you're that high up off the ground. But we knew that tree like the back of our hands. We climbed it in every day. We built tree forts in it. We were always messing around in the tree. And, I had a few close calls climbing around, but it wasn't sliding down the canopy. And it was amazing. It was a dangerous thing, but we took calculated risks with it. Also, I remember growing up, there was some woods in the back, a couple of blocks away from where our houses were. It was just mostly pine trees and all kinds of other vegetation. And we used to take our BB guns out there and set up targets and shoot them and that kind of thing. And 25, 30 years before that, when my dad was my own age, he was walking around with a .22 rifle with he and his brother. They each had guns. Their father had taught them how to use it, how to be safe with it, and those kinds of things. Not like they're like, hey, here's a .22, go around and shoot shit with it. They were responsible with it. It's obviously we couldn't aim. If I had kids that were that age today and run around the neighborhood, I'm sure somebody would call the cops and they'd be at my house within 5 minutes going, your children are running around with guns. But, we could thank the political busybody class in Washington, D.C. that thinks that they can micromanage our lives and social engineer every aspect because obviously we're just too intellectually inferior to make all of our own decisions and take care of ourselves. Well, that's a whole other topic. So if you appreciate the value of the information in this video, you can show your appreciation by going down to the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen. If you're watching this video on my website, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you feel is equal to the value of the information that you received in this video. At the very least, please share this page with all your friends and family by clicking any one of the social network sharing buttons, which are also located on the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen. If you have a question that you'd like to ask me or a topic that you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, click the Contact Me tab on the left-hand side of your screen and send me 3 or 4 paragraphs detailing your situation or your questions. and give me several days to get back to you with a detailed response. And if you'd like to book a paid phone coaching session with me personally, just click the Products tab, which is located at the top of your screen, and follow the instructions for booking a phone coaching session. And I will talk to you soon.